What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Swagcast. I'm sorry we took last week off, but we're back, baby. We're back with a banger. We have Karate Combat's finest, second time on the Swagcast, but now he's IFC Alien, and he's unmasked. He's not faceless no more. What's going on, Alien? How we doing?
What's good, brother? I still love your intros. Those are the best.
Yeah, nah, I feel like I've evolved on the intros, and like I don't scare my guests anymore. I scared the dog shit out of Andre Sukumta because I was mad quiet for like we had like a nice 10-minute conversation about Rhode Island because he grew up here, and then like I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna start recording, and like I'm nice and mellow, and then I just start fucking screaming. He was like,
Going
"Ugh."
ham.
Like, yeah, he jumped back a little bit, but shit, bro, how you feeling? You just got back from a 2-round war last weekend, right? It was
Last Friday.
yeah. How you feeling after that? It was a big win for you.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. I'm feeling good. I said in the press conference, I was like, yo, Friday, I'm unmasked. It's gonna be a pretty face. And then after Friday, it's still gonna be pretty. And I didn't leave with a single mark on my face, dog. If you watched the fight, I was yeet, whoop, yaga.
Yeah, no, you actually like impressed a lot of people because like a lot of people up to this point just like you were an internet troll. You didn't
Yeah.
you were faceless. You were your thing was fucking alien.
Mm.
Like people are like this guy's not about it at all. But you went out there and like you showed that you got paws. Like you were just like you were saying like I
Yep.
pink pink pink. Like you were going crazy out there. Just like can you kind of talk about the training process and like the behind the scenes training because like it's very clear to everybody that watched that you didn't just like step into a gym 2 months ago and start training. Like you've been training this entire time.
Well, first off, thank you. Second, that was straight off the couch, dog. The only thing I did for training was push-ups. I got a contract a month and a half before the fight, and I just did push-ups and mass gainer and a lot of food. No, nothing.
Mask it. How much did you? Because the fight was at 135.
hmm
How much are you weighing at?
I was 124 when I got the contract.
Okay.
So I gained 10 pounds for that. I weighed in at like 133.5,
Oh, it's not
which was,
bad.
I think it was like right at the limit
That's
of too low.
that's impressive that you put on weight that fast and still like perform the way you did. I do think you're
I
lying to
appreciate
me,
it.
but like, what's like what is like your combat experience then? Like clearly you've trained somewhere. You've trained something. You've done something in the past that like you got like don't just tell me nah I beat some kid's ass one time in the back alley of my old high school. I know I know you did something. You're lying to me right now.
All right. So, when I was a kid, when I was like 12, I did Taekwondo, which
Okay.
that was like a 2, 3 month thing. That wasn't even serious, right?
Okay.
And then I did 2 days of free Brazilian Jiu Jitsu classes. That's the only training I've ever had. That was when I was like 18. But nothing, nothing, dude. I've just been in a lot of street fights and I watch a lot of UFC.
So like after this, are you gonna pick up training? Like are
Yeah, I'm about to go train with James Vick. He's gonna be my coach for this next fight.
okay, all right. So who was in your corner for this one?
Um, I didn't have one. I just went out there solo, and then while I was down there, one of the IFC fighters, another influencer fighter, he's really more of a fighter than an influencer. His fight got pulled, like final 2 days or some shit,
Oh shit,
and
okay.
yeah, and so someone I met down there named Adam, shout out to Adam. He was like, "Yo, I'll be your corner." And then we met up later, and then he was like, "He'll be your corner." So then I had both of them in my corner, and that was it, dude. Just met him, and now they're cornering me.
Yeah, no, that's dope. So like now like is that kind of like a relationship that you've made where like you see you training with them in the future as well? Like
Oh
maybe
yeah.
not Definitely. Okay. So you mentioned that you have a next fight already. Is that, I'm assuming that's going to be in the pit as well? Karate Combat?
Did I say that?
You did. You did. You said James Vick going to be training me for this next fight.
Okay. Yeah. When is this episode coming out?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
We don't got, we can pretend you didn't say that. You don't got
No, I'll
it.
tell you what. I won't tell you who or anything because I want them to announce it. But I do have a fight coming up. I won't say where, but I will say it's in December.
Okay, all right. So it is official. I won't pry on that anymore. I love y'all Karate Combat. Get me in the pit next. However,
I'll put in a
um
good word.
absolutely. So now, along with the process, like let's go back a little bit, cuz you were talking about fighting for maybe the last like 8 months. Ever since like I met you, when like way before even I had you on the pod. You've been talking about getting in there. Uh
Yeah.
but it originally was supposed to be a bunch of different promotions. You even wanted to do your own thing at one point.
Yeah.
uh how did how did all of the stars align and you eventually like get linked up with Presidente and Karate Combat?
Man. All right. So Um, let me say this. I found out about Karate Combat after I made UFC Alien. Like I didn't know it was a thing. And then I found out about it and I wanted to get on Karate Combat. And so I put in applications, kept sending shit in, and I was like UFC Alien. No pictures included, I was still the troll. And like I didn't want to get that shit leaked, like someone working there, send it to somebody, kind of thing. And I would just hit people up every time like Ben Davis would post. Someone pulled out of his fight or something, or he was trying to step in with somebody. I'd reply and be like at Karate Combat, at Mac Malley. I don't know if you know who that is. It's
Yeah.
someone. Yeah. Uh,
He's like
I know
another
he.
big influencer. He's like a big
Yeah.
Karate Combat guy.
Yeah. He does some cool stuff for Karate Combat, and so I'd hit him up. He followed me one day, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is my chance! Like I'm shooting my shot. Let me get on Karate Combat." Ben Davis fight me on Karate Combat, and it just never happened, dude. And so, what I don't know. Oh, Influencer Fight Club followed me, and I was like, okay, what is this? And so I started looking into it, and it was part of Karate Combat. It was like their own segment on Karate Combat, but just of influencers. And I didn't know that existed. And I was like, oh shit, so I've been applying at the wrong place this entire time. They're not going to take me as a serious, like, competitive fighter or whatever in an alien mask and no pictures and nothing about me. Fake name. And I applied at IFC, found the people who work with that, hit them up, and nothing. Still nothing. And this Twitter guy, Crazy Kev, I'm sure you know of him too if you're in the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and him were beefing, and we were gonna set up a fight between me and him. And I guess IFC, someone from IFC hit him up, and so I was like, now it's getting official. And I was like, perfect, let's make it happen. Then he was like, well, I can't. I have to have surgery, and I'm gonna be out till next summer, and da 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 da. I was like, okay, well, I want to compete as soon as possible. And for some reason, he was nice enough to tell the person who's like looking for fighters. He was nice enough to like tell him. So that guy hit me up the same night. It was like, hey, you're interested in fighting? We got this guy, Zach Fenner. And boom, had the contract the very next night, signed it, ready to go.
Okay, that's actually crazy. Cause Kev, he just had like shoulder surgery or something. Uh,
Mhm.
something crazy like that. He be posting karate videos all the time.
Yeah.
Uh, However, but before I dive into my next Karate Combat question, I just want to
Okay.
point out real fast. Ben Davis like 180 on a good day. You're like you just told me you had to force feed yourself mass gainer to gain 10 pounds to make
Mhm.
133. How what listen, don't give Ben a win. Right? That I understand, like I understand you have like a big chance because you're good and Ben's Ben. but I'll eat so many cheeseburgers and fight Ben on the same day, bro. Like I'm so, especially after watching the bare knuckle fight. Saw that?
Yeah.
That's how I don't want an influencer fight to work out for me. Like that, I'd retire after that. I just commentate. I never
Yeah,
step
bare
back
knuckle's
into the
no
ring.
joke, man.
That
Which
shit's
is weird.
dangerous.
The guy he fought isn't, a
No,
fighter
he's
either.
not.
But
I mean, he got big balls for doing that, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Ben's a savage.
yeah, it's wicked. I
I,
think I think
I,
I would do good in bare
I,
knuckle.
I think he should stick to grappling. I do think he would do good in bare knuckle.
I appreciate that.
I do, because like you got that style too. You got that street style, like
Scrap.
you said. Yeah, you just scrap. Like that would be a good like bare knuckle kind of setting for you. So
Yeah.
now back to karate combat.
Mike Perry, let's go. No, I'm fucking with you.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Psych.
Shout out Mike Perry.
Shout out Mike Perry.
He big too. Stop calling out the big guys, bro.
You know what I
Stay
mean?
in your weight class,
Get
bro.
him on the podcast.
Demetrius Johnson. Nah. I want to kind of ask about the karate combat contract. Like what like how it is it like very official to the point that like, because I know a lot of like regional contracts are just like date, weight, uh getting paid a couple $100, sign here.
Right.
But then UFC contracts are like 10-page very official documents like written by crazy lawyers. What would you say about like the karate combat documents? Can you kind of like explain it as much as you can without getting yourself into trouble?
Yeah. It's very open.
Okay.
Like it's like, hey, we're this identity, you're this identity, and here's the things that you have to follow or you should honor in the sense of a contract, right? And I mean it's simple shit. They're not like, hey, we now own you and you're gonna fight regardless. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, hey, we're offering this. If you want to fight, sign the contract. If you don't, let it go and call it a day. But yeah, they take care of you, dude. It's been a good first experience for sure.
So now with your, is your second fight gonna be at the same weight?
No, I'm going up another 10 pounds.
Okay, so it is in December though, so you have time, and you said you're training with James Vick for this one. So is the process to put on weight gonna be a little bit different? Like you'll probably be hitting the gym a little bit more, just eating a very strict diet.
Yeah.
I assume you'll be on like a high calorie deficit. And so like how do you already kind of have like a training outlook for this next fight, or have you talked to James much?
I just got the contract today.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm gonna head down. He's like an hour away, so I gotta
Okay.
figure out the right day to go. But we're gonna get everything lined out. I have another guy, Rick. He's gonna be helping me with the lifting and putting on the weight the proper way. Everything. Like James is gonna just train me kickboxing,
Okay.
and Rick is gonna get me fucking swole and proper. Because what I did was that ass mass gainer, eat as much as I could, as many times as I could a day. And I mean, I got the job done, but that's not the right way.
No, it's not. That's kind of like, that's like how I'll give you a very good UFC example for it. That's how Max Holloway did it the first time he went up to lightweight against Dustin.
Mhm.
He just ate mad and he looked horrible. But he did it the right way against Justin Gaethje and he knocked his bitch ass out.
Yep. So
So
I'm gonna go do it the right way.
doing it the right way, you'll definitely be a little bit more dangerous on that side as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to get a little bit heavier. I think I'd pack some more power in my punches because there was a right hand I landed in this last fight. Motherfucker's head went, woo. I was like, man, if I was just 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like if you put the weight behind it, and like I'm sure you'll like probably start with the basics with James as well, because
Yeah.
he'll probably like be like, well, you should fix this, and this before like you start to get fancy with it, and then so like you'll actually be like, yeah, you'll be murdering.
Yeah.
knocking souls
Yeah,
out.
that's the goal.
So now this is gonna be like your first like official like training in a gym.
Yeah.
What do you look forward to it? I'm sure you're excited for it, but what are kind of like, besides winning the fight, what are some of the other outcomes you would like want from actually this like first training experience?
That's a good question. I think I don't know, it's weird. I watched my first fight over and I can see what I did wrong. You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I can coach myself at a certain point, but then I'm excited to go in there and figure out what they're seeing that I don't see and put me on game. Cuz right before I walked out to the fight, there was a UFC fighter in the back helping me hit pads and shit. Man, that fucking killed me right before the fight. I like regretted doing it on the walkout. I was like, "Oh, I'm already tired." Like I'm
Yeah.
burnt out already. And so really that first round was like my second round and the second round it was fucking crazy. But I'm excited to go see what they tweak about me and uh just learn some new techniques.
So that's actually something I didn't even think about. The gas tank. How did you feel after the 2 rounds, and plus the pad work, I guess, too? Like how do you feel after that? Because you're somebody that didn't come out of like training at a gym, so you don't have like the stam to like
Mm.
go a couple rounds. Even me, like I train a couple of days a week in jitsu, and I had a tournament 2 months ago, and in my second match after 2 rounds, I was cooked, I was gassed, and I go back to back to back rounds at the gym, but it's
Yeah.
just different when you're under the bright lights. So like
Yeah.
how do you feel? You were probably cooked.
I was cooked. It's weird. I don't know if it's because like I didn't train cardio or if it's because the elevation in Salt Lake City. Uh, because we were up there in the fucking mountains,
Yeah.
and that shit might have been the reason, but that shouldn't be an excuse. I want to have cardio, so it don't matter if I'm at the top of Mount Everest, I'm able to take a breath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because after the second round, we're going into the third. I felt like there was gonna be a third round, and I was like, oh man, I'm out of breath. Like I cannot fucking breathe.
Yeah.
And then they're like, there's gonna be a third round, so I was like, fuck it. And then there wasn't a third round, and I got the W, and they called me to do the interview, and I was first off, I want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy, bro. Don't recommend not doing cardio before a fight.
Nah. Cardio is the most important part, and like a weird thing with combat sports too, because like it's all of them. Like it's not just about the side cardio, but it's actually about like getting in there and training too, like live sparring and live rounds, because like that's where you actually build up the gas tank. Yeah, the running on the side's gonna help, but like
Yeah,
the fucking hour of grappling or hour of striking is gonna kind of enable that gas tank to go longer too.
yeah.
Um, nah, for sure. But yeah. So the interview, did you have some of the things already planned that you were gonna say? Because you were very confident
No, I,
about winning.
honestly, bro, the interview, the after the fight interview,
Yeah.
worst moment on camera I think I've ever had.
Really? I
For
didn't think it
sure.
was
I
that
fucking
bad.
hated it.
You were just gassed. Like you could just tell you were tired. That's like
Nah, dude. I, not only was I tired and gassed, it fucking sucked.
And it was technically like your first time on camera without the mask on and not like punching somebody.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
I
It,
didn't like it.
you'll have another one though,
Yeah.
and like this is a better this is maybe more motivation to get your gas tank right, so you won't be gassed, so can think about the interview going into it.
Absolutely. No, I definitely had something planned that I wanted to say, like two, three different ideas. And when I got up there, boop, all out the
Everything
window.
was gone.
He asked
Yeah.
me a specific question and I was just like, personally I would have liked the third round, you know? Like who the fuck says that? You're supposed to go, no, I beat the fuck out of him for 2 rounds. I got that W. but I was out of breath. It
It happens. It happens with some of us get
happens.
gassed, bro. It's a hard sport.
It was wicked.
So now I wanted to ask about something that I did see on Twitter. A lot of people are going crazy about your hair. Um
Mm.
cuz like nobody expect you to look like this. Uh
Wait,
like
what did you think I looked like when
I
we had all of our chats and everything?
I don't know. All right. I don't I have no clue. Like I all right, you want a description?
I want a description.
I thought you were going to be like I thought you were Spanish, first of all, and I definitely thought you were a little bit chubbier, um, because you know most trolls are. Just thought you were a big man, but I was very surprised to not see a big man, and no Diddy, but you are very handsome as well.
Thank
Now,
you, sir.
now the comments are gonna be crazy on that.
Yeah, they're like,
Now,
hey.
now the hair. Everybody like they were talking about the braids, but then
Mhm.
like do were you planning to not braid it? Because I was confused about some conversations because people were like, "Why'd you braid it? You could have just let it flow. It's not that
Mm.
long." But like I thought it was very like common to braid your hair in a fight.
Yeah, no, I grew my hair out to get braids.
Okay.
But I didn't know if I was gonna be able to find someone in Salt Lake to braid my hair, so I was booking a braid appointment while booking a barber appointment to shave it all off. Like I wasn't gonna fight with just long hair. That's the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
And so last minute I called a shop and this lady answered and I told her I was like, look, I got to fight. Is there a way you can make an exception to get me in early or whatever? She's like, you got to fight. Da da da. And then her husband grabs the phone. He's like, where are you fighting? Oh, the Salt Palace Convention. Come over 10 a.m. I got you, brother. Da da da. I was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. He's like, I just applied for BKFC. I was like, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this place. And so I go over there, and she braids me up, smooth as shit, nice fucking braids, and then tells me, it's good. Like, enjoy your fight. Try to let me leave without pain. I was like, no, 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 no. You take care of me. I got you. I gave her, I want to say like double and some change of what that usually costs, and she just wanted a shout out for her business.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah.
That's a love. So all the vibes of fight day were good. It was fight day where I got my braids,
Okay.
and yeah. From there, I was like, it's a good day. You know what I mean?
Were
Ubers are nice. Shout to salon is nice.
hell yeah. So were there any nerves leading up to the fight? Like you got there what Tuesday and then
Mhm,
media day Wednesday, press conference Thursday, fight Friday.
mhm.
Were there any nerves from Tuesday to the fight, like kind of leading up to it, getting there, showing up, like any nerves, just like oh fuck, fuck, fuck.
No, no. I think I just got annoyed at one point because I I don't remember what happened, but there was so much. It was a fucking crazy week, dude. There was this schedule so so tight, and there's so much like shit you got to do on top of you want to like actually enjoy the vacation. Um, but wait, what was the question? I had something in mind to respond with.
Like were there any nerves leading up to the actual fight from Tuesday?
No, I was
Okay.
just annoyed because right before my fight, someone goes, "Oh, hey, bro, by the way, you got scammed. Zach knows how to fight. Like this happened before with Billy McFarlane or some shit, and he's been training with George St. Pierre, and no one knew. But then George St. Pierre was on air saying, "Oh yeah, he's been training at my gym for the last 8 months, and he beats up the guy he's fighting and shit." So they were like, "You got scammed. He can actually fight," and it just pissed me off just in the sense of like, what, you think I can't fight? Like, why the fuck would you tell me? I don't care if he can fight. If he can't fight, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna beat him up. And
Yeah.
we got in there, and that motherfucker could not fight, bro. I didn't get scammed. I got sold short. That was crazy.
Nah, low key, I don't want to dog him too much, but like
No, he's a cool guy. I went and
he's
shook his hand,
he's a
took
very
pictures
cool
with him.
guy, and like his story about why he took the fight and shit is cool too, because like he was a big dude, he just wanted to lose weight, and
Yeah,
like he lost
I'm
mad weight, and
just
like
stupid to put him in front of me, dude.
I think yeah, absolutely, I think he'll come back better, and and you'll just go on to be a IFC dog.
Yeah, I
Um,
wish I could offer him advice without sounding like an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to hear fighting advice from the guy that you just fucking lost to, but like, I have genuine advice. Like, okay, how about I'll just say it here so I don't have to feel weird texting it to him. Uh, don't close your eyes when you're about to get punched in the face. That's how you get punched in the face. Every time I'd throw, he'd like right before, and that's how you get caught and caught and caught and over and over. Uh, and the other thing was keep your hands up, dude. This wasn't working. Don't do that. That's not a good stance. But he had heart.
yeah, no, he did have heart. He stood and banged with you. So now pause. No, did he? So now, like, I know you're fighting again, but like on the social media side, like, does the trolling continue?
The trolling continues. I was gonna do this with my alien mask, but because like I'm still gonna remain the alien. I'm only gonna be showing my face in fights. Um, but the trolling won't stop. I'll probably calm down on how extreme I go. Uh, at least with the diss songs and shit. Just
That's
yeah.
that's what I was gonna ask next. Like, are the diss songs gonna continue to come out, or like maybe you start dissing your opponents. Like, you can just start writing
Yeah.
tracks about your opponents now too. Like,
That's what they've been asking me to do.
because you don't want to fuck around and find out. Like now you are a fighter. Like, you don't want
Yeah.
to like diss Kobe Covington, and Kobe's like, let's get it. And now you're
Nah,
in
I'd
there with
beat
you're
him up too. No.
nah.
No, you wanna
Kobe
hear a
is a
crazy
bum.
story?
Yeah. Let me
You
hear
wanna hear a crazy story? So you know the songs that put UFC Alien on the map, right? That was the Ian Gary diss.
it. Yeah.
Well, I found out after the fight that Ian Gary is an ambassador of karate combat. And he comes to the events and shit. So they're like, bro, we're gonna need to get you security because they didn't know about the songs. And now they've heard the songs. They're like, yeah, we need to get you to walk around with security. I thought it was funny. And I went
you
hard on him
you
too.
went crazy on him, like, not on his wife too.
Yeah.
Like, on that whole
Yeah.
situation. I mean, yeah, it comes like together. Like, you don't,
Yeah.
Ian Gary is. I'm not gonna say it now because I'm gonna need security too, just to live. But goddamn, man, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show again. I'm excited to watch the next fight. You're the only
Hey,
fight I watched on the Karate Combat card. I turned that shit on YouTube. I watched it. I went to bed. Um,
that's love.
and I work at 4 a.m. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta go, but I gotta watch my boy.
That's
Um,
love. I appreciate that, bro.
actually, real quick before we do go, you were in the same hotel as Alex Piera.
Hmm.
Did you meet Alex?
Yeah. Yeah, Alex. Me and his sister were in the same corner, so
Oh, you guys were in
everything
locker room together, and well, not locker room together,
sort
but
of, yeah, in locker room together.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
stupid. I'm stupid. I was like, wait.
Nah, like when we had meetings and shit, they have to keep fighters separated. We were both red corners, so everywhere we'd go, it'd be as like a unit. So it'd be me,
Okay.
her. Uh, I didn't meet the coach, the heavy set dude.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, the beard.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I didn't get a chance to meet him properly, but we were walking through the city together and shit, doing the meetings together, and it was wicked because when we were walking through the convention center, people would be like, "Oh shit, alien! Can I get a picture?" Because I'm walking through with the alien mask on because I don't want no one to know who I am until the face reveal, and
Yeah.
they're taking pictures with me, and I'm like, "Damn, people are really stopping me to take pictures and not the Pereira right there."
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
it is crazy, but she put on a show too. And another big Karate Combat thing that might be happening. Craig Jones versus the leader of the ADCC.
Yeah,
So I'd be jazzed if you were on another one of those cards, because it's more exposure for you, and I love to see you doing big things. You
I
deserve it.
appreciate it, bro.
You've been around for a long time, and you spoke it all into existence.
Man, it's been a long time, but I'll tell you what. Being on the 50th anniversary of Karate Combat was dope, but this next card, I'm fucking excited. When I announce it, bro, you're gonna be like, no way. I'm like,
Well, shit, we'll be waiting for the announcement. Thank you so much for coming on, Alien. You the man. It's been real. Do you want to shout out?
appreciate you having
You want
me.
to shout anything out before we get out of here?
No, December, probably like 5th or some shit. Just have Karate Combat pulled up on YouTube. Watch me kick some ass again. I'm kicking a Britain person's ass this time, so go America.
America. All right,
America.
boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, anywhere you're listening
Stoners.
from, Spotify, YouTube, stoners, anywhere. I love y'all every Wednesday, every day on Twitch. The 24-hour stream, first ever 24-hour stream, this Friday begins on Twitch. Make sure y'all are there. I fucking love y'all. See y'all next week. Peace.